I'm a bit of an Anglophile. You know, someone who loves British culture. I love British culture so much that I say things like, I'm a bit of an Anglophile. I love British authors like William Golding, George Orwell, and J.R.R. Tolkien. And British shows like The Office, The British Office, Monty Python's Flying Circus, and The IT Crowd. My wife and I went to London on our honeymoon many moons ago. I even drive a Mini Cooper, a car made in Great Britain. But England is 4,000 miles away from Chicago, both physically and culturally. But I'm reminded of my admiration for England every time I walk on Michigan Avenue, because a British company built one of its most beautiful skyscrapers. The London House, located on Michigan Avenue and Wacker Drive, was built in 1922. It was originally named the London Guarantee and Accident Building, named for, you guessed it, the London Guarantee and Accident Company, a British insurance firm. It occupies the historic site of Fort Dearborn, a pivotal early 19th century military outpost. But I already did a show about Fort Dearborn, and put a link in the description. And while you're watching my other videos, like and subscribe for the love of God. The building is one of the big 4 skyscrapers on the 4 corners of the Michigan Avenue Bridge, the other 3 being the Wrigley Building, Tribune Tower, and 333 North Michigan, which never got a cool name like the others. The London House is 23 stories and has a distinctive curve along Wacker Drive. It has a Corinthian colonnade at its base, and at the top a small tower-like structure known as a belvedere, not to be confused with Mr. Belvedere. From 1947 to 1975, the ground floor was the home to the London House, a legendary jazz and supper club that hosted jazz artists like Ramsey Lewis, Dave Brubeck, and Cannonball Adderley. In the 1960s through the 1980s, it was home to WLS radio studios, where Paul Harvey broadcasted his nationally syndicated radio show, The Rest of the Story.
Paul Harvey's on.
Woo! And that little boy whom nobody liked grew up to be Roy Cohn.
Wow!
In the 1980s and 90s, the building was neglected and began to deteriorate. But in 1996, it was designated a Chicago landmark, which protected it from demolition. In 2016, the building was meticulously restored and was converted into a hotel called the London House. One word. Now it's a popular destination for people who want to get shit-faced at high altitudes. The London House might remind me of my affection for England, but it also reminds me how different England is from Chicago. About the only thing we have in common is a rich history of jazz music.